Of course, Legal Tuesday. It is in studio. We are joined by an advocate of the High Court. Lawrence, good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
We say Happy New Year.
Too late for that.
Have you been here since?
No, I haven't been here.
So if we're seeing you for the first time.
Happy New Year. It has a statute of limitation. 3-4 days. It's
done. See, it's supposed to be the month of January.
But Happy New Year.
Did he have?
No, he didn't have to. He didn't have to say statute of limitation. He just.
But both of you
Happy New Year.
You should have just said
Happy New Year to you too.
A Happy New Year to you.
Why statute of limitation?
It is too late.
It was just chilling. That word was just chilling.
Statute of limitation.
Where?
Don't you hate it when people extend it too much? Like someone wants to issue a Happy New Year 6 weeks or 8 weeks into the year. Don't you think that's stretching it?
Ni mbaya lakini hamjaona.
Sababu hapo sasa anafaa kuambia Happy Valentines. Anawambia Ramadan Karim.
Yeah. I mean, Happy Valentine's depend, but if I'm seeing you for the very first time in 2026, even if I'm seeing you in October,
you say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. But I'm seeing you for the first time.
Okay, the year is coming to an end.
When do we actually stop saying Happy New Year?
Ni huu mwezi.
3 days.
Ukishapata pesa
7 days max.
Ukishapata pesa tu.
Ukishapata pesa ya
imeisha.
And month of January.
And by the way, what is so happy about the new year?
A lot.
Just another day has turned over.
Lakini huyu alisumbua.
What is wrong
huyu alisumbua.
What do you mean what is so happy about the new year? You don't find anything.
You just lie down on the 31st and wake up on the 1st.
Yeah.
Why are you happy?
Also, you don't celebrate the new year.
No, we do celebrate, but at the end of the day, it's just
ni siku kama siku nyingine.
Yeah. It's not.
Imagine if you are an alien, you're seeing someone from a different angle, and then you see this species of people who just watch the sun go around, or rather the earth go around the sun, and then they start celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's a new year. 2026.
Why don't we celebrate a new day?
We do celebrate a new day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say Happy New Day?
We say new day. No, good
day.
Good day.
Good day.
Do you know, it's not often that we actually... It's not often, Lawrence, that you turn a new year. 2026, and my perspective is when we do 2025, and a lot of people don't get to see a new year, right? It's something...
A new day. A lot of people don't get to see a new day.
It's a new, I feel like a big lawyer right now.
Akona point.
He does not have a point on this one.
Akona point. Come to think of it, akona point.
You know, if we had demarcated this to say that we celebrate a decade, we celebrate a century, we celebrate... You know, that's just something that you've clustered properly. But this is just a new day.
So let me ask you.
Why can't we celebrate a happy new month?
Do you celebrate your birthday?
Other people celebrate the birthday for me.
No. Do you celebrate your birthday?
He does not.
No, it's other people wishing you well. But in my opinion, it's kind of desperate for people to start saying, oh, happy birthday to me. Like, why?
You're broken. Yeah.
We mwanaume wewe
celebrate new year hapana.
Wajiambia happy birthday to me, ujulishe watu.
Hata wacha hao, hata mimi mwenyewe I didn't care.
Hata akikumbuka
sawa. And
that's toxic masculinity.
Is it?
Why wouldn't you celebrate your birthday? Why wouldn't you be happy to turn a new age? Like, why wouldn't you be happy that
drawing closer to your grave? Because we are...
No, but you see, that's a very bad perspective, because you're saying that you're drawing closer to you.
Happy New Year, Miriam.
Yeah. Thank you.
Happy New Year. Wacha tu
asante sana, mnieshi tu na Happy New Year.
Na birthday tutakucelebrate. Wacha tu
celebrate birthday pia.
Wewe
jaribu usitukumbushe, lakini it's okay.
Don't traumatize my festive season.
Wewe ni baby girl, tumekubali.
I'm so big on the festive season. You're not going to pour cold water on that.
Pole basi.
Ni sawa. So, while we're celebrating the new year, and of course, watu wamefungwa shule.
Yes.
And January has been we always say it's a notion, and Salim and I were talking about this, that we have this notion that January is difficult, right? And it's the same cycle. Oh, we're looking for school fees, or things are not, money is scarce, right? We have that mentality. Or January is long, kuna watu pesa isha by now. But then there's this lady. As I was taking our kids to school. Again, it's a new year. You're buying books. You're paying school fees. Alafu mpata yo barua ya shule na kwambia, pay half the school fee before your child joins. And then there's schools that also tell you, being a parent is difficult.
Our general bad habit of not planning. Continue.
And then the schools that also tell you, pay your the fee in full, right, before your child joins.
Yes.
So somebody went on an outrage, outburst on social media. Let's listen in.
I no go struggle. I swear, I swear, I no go struggle. I no go struggle. I swear, I swear, I no go struggle. Idiot. I no go struggle. I no go struggle because of you. Do you understand? I no go struggle. If you don't pay school fees, Pascal, I'm giving you this month.
Even if they send me $200, Pascal, just $200. Even if not $100. It's not that too much for you to do. You they ignore this baby. Pascal, where I go see you? Pascal, where I go see you? Nigerians, where I go see this man? I don't know. Only God knows. Where?
Very unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. You see, I watched this and it's traumatic, right? And I wouldn't want to be Pascal if I were in her shoes. First of all, like if I were in Pascal's shoes. When it comes to, and we see this, last year we saw a trend where people were going on social media and also just putting the pictures of their deadbeat baby daddies. And so I put a picture of Salim or I put a picture of my baby daddy and say deadbeat, right? Because they're not supporting. No, it's because he's always...
And I'm manifest kama nitakuwa deadbeat. I am not.
Are you? Anyway.
It is very
we digress. So when we see parents calling out their partners on social media for failing to pay child support, is this legally advisable? Is this even legal? Can somebody sue for being called out on social media?
In so many ways, it is very much illegal. Just to put it simply, it is very much illegal because at the end of the day, on one aspect, you think you're exposing that other person.
Yeah.
But you're exposing yourself to a possible suit or defamation suit against this person before exposing them or putting their business out there.
Yeah.
Number two, if someone were to go dig deeper, you're exposing your own child. And third, you're exposing yourself. Why do I say this? Parental responsibility is a joint shared responsibility between two parties. So why would you go be shouting out there of another person's name while not stating what you have done yourself? On the other hand, how sure is the consumer of this information that this person who is being called out has failed or neglected? Maybe nobody has reached out to them. Maybe they've reached out to them and they've disagreed. Maybe they're trying to force a narrative towards them and that person has said no. So is it not simple for this person to go to the children's department or even go to court and then air out those issues? Because what do you get from social media?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing apart from shaming the other person. Now, lastly, if someone were to go back and say, oh, there was person X who shouted about this Pascal or about someone else, so let me try and dig deeper and see if maybe they've posted something on their social media to get to know who they're talking about and everything. And then in one or two of what you've presented online, you have presented something that exposes your own child. So you've created a digital imprint that is permanent. You know, people say the internet never forgets. So this child, as they grow up, they'll know that your mother called out your father or the person who was purported to be your father for not doing A, B, and C. The respect towards that father goes down. The respect to your own mother goes down. You've already been exposed, so other kids will be looking at you that, oh, huyu ndio ule mama yake alikuwa ameenda kwa social media kushout for one reason or another.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're creating a preemptive or future damage to this child because they will know that their business is out there for the whole world to consume. And they didn't have an opinion on this.
How does this amount to defamation, especially on the part of the person who's being called out?
For the person who's being called out, the clear and simple definition of defamation is lowering the dignity or how the standing of someone in the society amongst his or her peers, which you just lower someone's dignity. Now, if, let's say, you call Salim out and you expose his image, you expose all of that, and then maybe Salim was supposed to go work with certain people who hold a high moral ground on certain things. They say, because of your presence, because nowadays even employers go digging deeper into your social media aspect. You saw the news that was coming out that certain embassies, including the US, before they admit you for your visa application, they have to dig deeper into your social media history to check whether your mentality, your philosophies align with what they hold as a country. So the same is a reserve for employers and people who engage with you. If I know that you're a cantankerous, you're a certain kind of individual whose principles I do not want to engage with, then before we even sit at the interview table or I consider you for a job, I say, no, I do not like that person. So certain exposures, we need to inform and educate the public so that we can best understand how we use or utilize the internet. And to a larger extent, what we put out there and how it's likely to affect us.
Okay.
So defamation, as you asked, if someone takes my image and then puts it out there and they want to expose me for one reason or another, then I feel that my dignity has been lowered. I will sue them. And that there are only three, if not two, I think 2 or 3 defenses to 3 actually. 3 defenses to to defamation. Number 1, if what you're saying is true and you can prove it. How can you prove that I'm a deadbeat? That you had sent me messages, you have sent me everything, you've engaged with me in different aspects, and I have refused. That I am not I am actually capable of doing it and I have refused. And it is only a court that can give declarations that would say, Salim had this order and he has refused. Here we've seen that. Number 2 is when what you're giving is actually an opinion. An opinion is by saying, I think, or putting it in such a way that, in my opinion, it's this and this, but for you, so leaving it open. Now, the third defense is mistake. So how can you take someone's image, paste it on social media, and then claim it was a mistake? So you are likely to be sued for defamation if you don't follow the right channel. We cannot misuse the internet for settling personal scores, for degrading other people. All you can do is that you can walk into a children's office, you can walk into a lawyer's office, you can actually go to court and get assistance if you feel that someone is not stepping up to their responsibilities.
Okay. You talked about exposing your child, right?
Yes.
And most of the times we say when it comes to the law, it looks at the best interest of a child.
Correct.
What repercussions might this have, especially to now a parent who's exposing a fellow parent for not being supportive? What repercussion might this have, especially, first of all, on the child? And let's start with the child.
Okay. So the repercussion is actually, we are talking about using the digital platform.
Yes.
When you create a digital imprint, this is why I normally even have issues for people blindly putting their children out on social media or on the digital platform. When you do that, you need to understand the implication of it. It is a permanent imprint that will be there, that you need to know that actually this is something that you don't just wake up and say that now I don't want this and that. There is a growing trend that is coming up of young adults or children suing their parents for certain exposures. It's a famous US case where the baby in the cover of the Nirvana album, the one who is swimming and then the baby is naked, went as he grew up. Later on, several years later, that photo was taken when the baby was in a pool and the baby was very tiny. He sued the parents and he sued that band for having exposed him the way they did, because it's a permanent thing. It was in the 80s, I think 70s or 80s, and that image is there up to now. So now you take someone, expose them on social media. Someone can just do a quick dig and just do an image search on Google to see who is this person talking. I don't need to get your name. I just need to take a screenshot, take a screen grab, drop it on a Google image, and then I am able to find information about you. I am able to see that your child's name is XYZ. So that XYZ, when I click onto that, I have already exposed the child to the general world. And then there's this aspect of the users, the people behind the keyboards. You never know the intentions.
Okay.
So the creating that digital imprint for a child exposes this child to stigma, exposes this child to being mocked, exposes this child to intrusion of their privacy for the future, and exposes this child generally to predators in the future.
Okay.
Yes.
Mimi nitakurudisha hapo kwenye masuala ya kimtandao haya.
Naam.
Huyu mwanamke huyu,
ndio
rafiki yake Miriam,
naam,
ambaye anapiga kelele hapo.
Naam.
Yeye ametaja jina.
Naam.
Na asubuhi tulikuwa tunazungumza hapa na Miriam akasema jina, lakini majina yako ni mengi. Salimu anaweza kuwa Salimu wa Kisauni, anaweza kuwa Salimu wa Nyali, Salimu wa Mvita. So in that case, huyu amesema Pascal.
Naam.
Na probably hakuna picha. Amepiga kelele tu kwamba ni Pascal.
Naam.
Hiyo situation na ile ya picha. Picha namuona ni Lawrence. Hii ni sauti napiga kelele nikimtaja Lawrence. Hakuna tofauti hapa.
Hakuna tofauti kwa vile kuna kile kisheria wanaita pole. Leo hii nimeamka na mambo ya kisheria mengi sana.
Sawa, wewe twende tu.
Na inakubalika, si ni legal
Tuesday. Wewe twende.
Katika sheria ambao ile tunazungumzia defamation ama kumshusha mtu hadhi, kumchafulia jina, kunao kitu inaitwa kimombo inaitwa innuendo. Si lazima uonyeshe picha yangu, si lazima hata umtaje mtu jina. Anaweza kuwa ameenda kwenye mtandao akasema sasa huyu mtu nina mtoto naye na hivi na hivi. Innuendo inamaanisha ya kuwa ukiondoa watu wote ama vitu vyote, unabakia na jibu moja, ile ni mtu fulani ama ni kitu fulani anachokizungumzia. Ndio maana hata wachapishaji kama nyinyi wanahabari, mnaweza chapisha habari mseme kuna mtu amefanyiwa hivi na hivi na hivi anafanya, lakini watu wakiongeza moja na moja wanajua ni fulani. Hiyo ndio innuendo. Na inakubalika mtu aseme ingawaji hakunitaja mimi, kunayo hiyo innuendo ya kuwa ni mimi. Sasa mtu kama huyo hajasema jina la pili, lakini kama mtu kama huyo katika social media, tuseme anaitwa jina gani?
Pascal.
No, si Pascal. Sasa tumtaje huyu mwanadada. Jina lake lolote tu, sema Salome. Tumuite Salome. Salome ametaja mtu ambaye anaitwa Pascal. Salome yuko katika maeneo ya mitandao, Mimi kama sijui Pascal ni nani na nataka kujua, na vitu hivi ni rahisi sana. Nitaenda kwa platform ya Salome, iwe TikTok, iwe Facebook, iwe Instagram, niangalie kama kuna Pascal. Hauoni kama Pascal ashapatikana?
Miaka ya nyuma huko hapo chini utampata Pascal wakiwa kwenye mahusiano mazuri.
Kwa hivyo si vigumu, na kama pengine hakuna Pascal hapo, uangalie ni nani yeyote wametangamana naye ama wamekuwa kwa karibu naye. Halafu watu watajazia kumbe huyu ndio Pascal. Pengine ni jina la utani kwake, lakini huyu ndio wako naye na mtoto. Hivyo tu. Halafu tayari umeshamexpose mtu yule, umemshusha hadhi na ana haki ya kukushtaki.
Okay, sasa Miriam nafikiri kwa ameuliza athari za mtoto.
Ndio.
Huyu jamaa hadhi yake ndio
imeshushwa.
Lakini mtoto hadhi yake imeshukaje?
Mtoto si hadhi imeshuka.
Nini?
Mtoto umemweka kwenye maeneo ya mitandao bila ya kumlinda. Tunao sheria ambayo inaitwa, kuna sheria nyingi, lakini tukianza na katiba ya Kenya, tunazungumzia Kenya. Katiba ya Kenya kipengee cha 53(2) kinazungumzia chochote ambacho kinaangaliwa, weka manufaa ya mtoto iwe kipaumbele. Ukienda katika Children's Act kipengee cha 8 kinasema best interest ya mtoto. Kwa hivyo manufaa ya mtoto yawe yamepewa kipaumbele. Katika Children's Act inasema vizuri, kwa njia zozote, kwa hali yoyote, hata tukifika kotini, kuna vile koti huwa inajaribu kumlinda mtoto ili jina ama utambulisho wake usiwe umejionyesha hapo nje. Ukienda kotini, katika koti yetu ya Tononoka au koti yote, utapata mahali majina ya watu ambao wana mambo ya watoto, majina yao ni ile herufi ya kwanza. Kama ni Miriam Angel dhidi ya Salim Barisa, utaona ni MA versus SB. Wanajaribu kubana hayo majina ili wamlinde yule mtoto. Haya, jambo lingine, kunacho kipengee cha sheria ambacho kinaitwa OSCEA, Online Child Sexual Exploitation and Assault. Sasa unaona hiyo inaonyesha kuwa kwa kuchukua picha ya mtoto kuiweka kule, kuna wale wanaweza kutumia kwa njia ambazo si za haki. Kuna wale ambao nia zao ni chafu, atachukua ile picha aiweke kwingine ama aitumie vibaya. Sasa ukiangalia chanzo cha mambo haya yote ni yule ambaye alimleta mtoto pale. Unanipata?
Mwenye kupiga kelele.
Wewe ukipiga picha na familia yako, uko kwenye raha zako, mtu akiweza kuitumia vibaya, ile context ambayo umeiweka pale ama madhumuni yako ya kuiweka pale kwenye mtandao ni tofauti na ile yule mwingine ameileta. Huyo ambaye anapiga kelele, iwapo katika platform yake ako na picha ya mtoto, tayari yashaonekana ya kuwa kuna mvutano au kuna vita kati ya hawa. Ni tofauti na wewe upige picha na mtoto wako, umempeleka out, mnafanya raha zenu, mnaweza kuenjoy ama kuaccess mtoto hivyo. Hiyo ni tofauti na yule ambaye ameleta mtoto katika context ya vita, katika context ya kumchafulia mwingine jina, katika context ya kuexpose yule mtoto. Naam.
Now, you also talked about now the right procedure, right? Like
Yes.
follow due process, go to court,
Indeed.
get a lawyer, to be able to get this person to pay.
Yes.
So let's start off with, what does the Kenyan law say about child support, and then who's legally responsible for providing it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fairly put and simply put is that child responsibility, the responsibility of a child is a shared responsibility between two parties. These two parties are basically the parents. Now, your question is, who is responsible? It is just the two of them.
Yeah.
Did they divide responsibility and then one failed? Is one incapable of taking care of that responsibility?
Yeah.
And what have you done when you notice that some other person has failed in their duty? You have a mandate yourself to protect this child by following the procedure. Now, in today's age and dispensation of the law, we have several options. You can wake up one day and you say, I don't have the money to hire a lawyer, so I can go to the children's department. There's a children's officer there who can sit people down as a social worker and try and mediate between the two of them. They do not have a right to make final orders, but they have a right to reduce an agreement between two parties and help them craft it into something that can be effected between these two parties. So you and Salim, you have an issue, you don't have the the mandate or the resources to take him to court or go to a lawyer. You go to the children's department. The children's department says, okay, what we can do is we can call Salim. They write up a summon letter just to call him. Tell him that on this day, Miriam came here and said A, B, and C. Could you come so that we can have a negotiation?
Yeah.
He has two options. He can say, no, I'm not coming. or I am coming. If he says, no, I'm not coming, the children's department cannot make any order. All they'll do is advise Miriam now, go to court or look for a lawyer, because we've called him and he has refused. Now, if he comes and then he says, okay, the responsibilities of children are divided into 5. We have food, we have shelter, we have education, we have medical, and then we have clothing. Now, Salim says, I'll take clothing, shelter. No, I'll take clothing, I'll take medical, and I'll take education. So you as the mother take care of shelter and take care of food. All right? That is written, both parties signed, and then they all walk away. If Salim fails to do the responsibility that he has actually signed upon, you have an option of taking this to court or taking it to a lawyer, whereby the time will be cut short. It will reduce the work, because Salim will be asked, did you sign? Yes. Why haven't you lived up to it?
That is now if he signed the document that we got at the children's department.
Yes.
Okay, so that showed that he had agreed.
He had agreed
to fulfill this mandate.
Yes.
And then now he's decided, not that he's decided, circumstances maybe.
If for one reason or another he is not fulfilling that,
yes,
then you have a right to take him to court to enforce that, or now to improve it further.
Yes.
Both of you also have a right to approach the court for improvement of this, saying that although we signed for this, times have changed. We need to change 1, 2, 3. Or go back to the same children's department. Failure to agree, you go to court. Now, the other option is you don't have money to hire a lawyer. The children's department has not helped you. You have a right in terms of access to justice to still go to court yourself and ask the court to give you a platform to represent yourself and sue Salim.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yes. Okay, so there's food, there's shelter, there's education. You've talked about medical
and clothing.
And clothing, right?
Yes.
Let's look at child support in terms of, is it just about money?
No.
Okay. Break it down. What are the other forms of support,
This is and thank you so much for asking that, because many people think that child support is all about money, how much you're earning, and other people have heard them erroneously tell other people, huyo ana pesa, hakuna haja kumpeleka mahali popote.
Yes.
What constitutes the upbringing of a child? It is not money. You may find that people who live in very humble beginning, very humble situations, but they take care of their children very well. They know that if it's 200 shillings that they have for the day, the children will never lack. And if they lack, it is because life has made it that way. The universe has said that today is not your day. Because the reality is that you may find such people that in certain situations, it is just not possible. Now, sorry, when we talk about child support and we talk about maintenance of a child, we are talking about the holistic presence of a parent in a child's life. Being a litigator dealing with children matters, I've gone to court and we argue that, yes, parental responsibility is a shared responsibility. Other people used to think it's 50-50. That if we break down everything, you bring 50,000, he brings 50,000, and then everyone is good to go. Now, there is that other aspect. I'm very sorry for that. There's that other aspect where the primary caregiver of this child is actually already contributing to the best interest of this child. This is the person who sits down with the child to do homework. This is the person who is there when the child is scared at night. This is the person who takes care of the child for the child's non-material aspects.
Yes.
Because there are those fathers who will wake up and say, yes, that's my child. I'll contribute 10,000. I don't want anything. I don't want anything to do with that child. I don't want to access them. I don't want to know how they're doing. I'm just throwing money at you. Is that the best interest of a child? The answer is no. They have to be present. They have to spend time with the child so that they can actually know that ask the child, who is your best friend in school? What is happening in school? What are your challenges? Because that's the upbringing of a child. So when we're talking about contribution, you have to know that your time is contribution. Your presence, your advice towards the child. So that you're looking.
I'm listening.
Today has become a sermon.
I'm listening.
You have to know that a child is a holistic human being.
Yes.
It is not just the money that you throw to them so that it feeds them, that is taking care of a child.
Okay. So I'll take you to when we say
yes.
When we say even the lady that was calling out Pascal,
yes,
and anybody who put out the picture of the baby daddy out there, if this person was showing up,
yes,
they're spending time with the child over the weekend,
yes,
they're getting to know how the child is doing, they're getting them from school, they're present, but they're not present financially.
Yes,
is that still considered as support?
Yes. It's a lot of support, in fact.
A lot.
Just being present in the child's life.
Being present in a child's life
is
a lot.
Actually takes care of, if not 40, then 50% of taking care of a child.
Yes.
Because I'll tell you for sure that there are those people who are there. Yes, they throw money at someone, but they are never anywhere to be seen.
Yes.
They're nowhere to be seen. Now, when this child grows up, the child feels like they want to be attached to someone else. I don't want to stereotype in any way, but let's talk of a single father.
Mm-hmm.
And then this single father, the mother has, or to this, not single father, but this father who is living with the child, the mother is well aware and knows where the child is and all that. And the mother just says that all I'll do is I'll take a medical cover and I'll be sending you some money.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm done. You take care of the rest. Now, where will this child get the maternal love? The maternal aspect to get to know that there's a woman, there's
a mother.
There's a mother.
Or there's a father as well.
All that.
Yes.
This one parent, now the father, will be left to have other people show up for this child in the very many ways that the actual mother does not show up.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, to a larger extent, when the mother wants to walk in, yet there was an aunt, a friend to the dad, or someone else who's been stepping up, then they find that the door is shut. This child does not know you. This child has grown up knowing that my dad is both my mom and my dad, and vice versa. So that becomes very difficult. So your money that you are throwing at a child amounts to nothing.
Okay. So that is now when now you're getting to the moral aspect of things.
This has been litigated, so it's no longer just moral.
It's not moral.
It is also legal. You find it in precedents.
So Lawrence, if this parent is providing money, right? They're sending
Salim
money.
hakubaliani na mimi lakini
hapo kwa moral na legality.
But this parent is sending money, right?
Yes.
And they're like, okay, fine, I'm going to send it, but I don't want. I'm not going to be present.
Yes.
You cannot sue them for not being present, can you?
You don't sue them for not being present, but they cannot just flip the switch and say, I've been absent for 10 years. Now I'm ready. I want to show up.
Also, now when they want to come back.
That is one aspect of it. Or others wake up and say, oh, my family wants to meet the child. My family wants to do this and this. And then yet they were not there.
But they've been providing. He's been sending money. There's evidence that this person has been sending upkeep every single month.
Yes.
So when this person comes to demand to see their child, what right do I have to say no?
Does it serve the best interest of this child for someone to just crop up from nowhere so that you start a relationship?
No.
You've said, I'll take you back to what...
No, the answer is no.
I'll take you back to what you've said.
Yes.
Food, education, shelter, clothing, and medical, right?
Yes.
So if this parent is taking care of either of these three, or there's evidence, right?
Yes.
There's evidence that this person is providing.
Yes.
Is it illegal, or is it illegal for me to deny access? That's actually denying access, right? To this parent who has been providing.
Now, one, you have to understand that provision or material support is not being given in exchange for something else. It is a responsibility on a parent. So whether you like it or not, you have to do it to the best of your capability. Now, that is just one aspect of parenthood. There's the other aspect of being there. There's the other aspect of taking care of a child, being present for a child. Okay? So let's say you've provided the material aspect, but the other aspect, you have not been there. And then you wake up one day and you start telling Miriam, oh, I want to be present now. I am the father. I've been sending money. Then Miriam says, no, you're going to confuse the child. You're going to actually traumatize the child. The child does not know you. You have to win your way back. You have to come slowly. You have to start by talking and showing this intention, pole. And if I feel like this time, the child is going to sit an exam, the child is transitioning from something that they were going through, the child has been doing, then the answer is no, this is not the right time. So when you deny at that point, you have justifiable causes to say it is not the right time. Why? Because it does not serve the best interest of the child. Remember, it's not you.
It's a child.
It's a child.
Can they sue me?
Who?
The person that now I'm denying access.
Yes. Let me give you practical aspects. People have sued.
Yeah.
And I've seen someone who's come from abroad and says, oh, I was away, but I was providing, but now I really want to be in the child's life.
Yeah.
And the other parent is saying, this child is now 13, very presumable, very, very impressionable age. This child is going to sit an exam. This child lost a friend. This child did this and this. So it's not the right time. And the court said, until this child finishes or attains the age of majority, continue providing and then work on your relationship at that stage, because you left a huge gap, and introducing yourself to the life of this child at this stage, the way you're coming, will confuse the child.
Ooh. It's complicated.
That's a matter that we've handled, and it has come that way because the court was looking at the best interest of a child. Before we come to that, it is not just the word of the mother or the father. The court will ask for a social inquiry. A social worker will go talk to the child. They will look at the child's schooling and everything. Then, if the child is of an impressionable age, the court will ask for the child to have a session with the magistrate in chambers so that you can know the ascertainable wishes. Any child beyond the age of 9 has what we call ascertainable wishes. The wishes of the child that can be documented as a child who is learning or beginning to understand.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you see, the parents who say, and I know this happens a lot.
Yes.
I've been providing, right? And in a month or in 2 months, so I sent you money this month and I sent another one. And then I just wake up and say, I want to pick the child and go for a trip. Or I want to pick the child and take the child home. Right?
We can't.
Yes, kwetu, aone watu wa kwetu.
Because I've been providing.
Because I've been providing.
Hakuna sababu nyingine, ni hiyo tu.
Right? Hakuna sababu nyingine.
Ni hiyo, kwamba yeye anatoa pesa za mwezi ama pesa za matumizi.
Sana nataka kuchukua mtoto.
Aende naye
hii holiday. Ama aende aone watu wa kwao.
Hana uhusiano na mtoto. Wajua ule uhusiano ambao unajengwa kati ya mtu na mtu mwingine. Sababu mtu waweza kusema okay, najua ule ni, hata sisi watu wazima waweza kuwa na jamaa, you have a relative, you say I know so and so is my relative. Lakini hamjawahi zungumza, hamna uhusiano wote. Hata mkipewa nafasi mkae mahali, hamna chochote cha kuzungumzia. There is no relationship. So if someone comes out of the blue and say, oh, I want to do this and this, I want to take the child, I'm now around, I've retired, I now have time. No.
That's not the best interest
Parenthood of the child. Is all. Best interest ya mtoto ina dictate ya kuwa mtoto ulijaribu kuwa na uhusiano. Unajua hii ni tofauti sana. This is very different from a parent who has been trying to have access and a relationship with a child.
Yes.
And the other parent is refusing or
denying
curtailing that opportunity. Then this is a different case. But a parent who was given the opportunity, opted not to, and then one day says, oh, the Lord has touched my soul today, I want to change.
Yes.
The answer is no.
In real case scenario, this is real.
Go ahead.
This is real.
Yes. We know it's real.
Yeah.
Yes.
Confess.
Now,
Yes.
mtoto
Yes.
amekuwa akiishi na mimi.
Ndio.
Na Miriam ndio bibi.
Ndio.
Amekuwa for that better part 10 plus, I think some 12 years hapo. Amekuwa akiita Miriam mama.
Ndio.
Mamake real yuko. Ako na maisha yake. Mtoto huko alitoka, akaja huko. Wamekuja amekutana, anaita mama.
Huyu ame step up.
Anamuita huyu mama. Live. Huyu
bibi yako sasa.
Huyu jina lake.
Huyu hana shughuli naye. Huyu amecatch fire. Kwa nini mtoto wangu anamuita
fulani mama?
Na wewe unajua kabisa huyo si mama yake. In that scenario kuna mtu alipelekwa court.
Ndio. Nitakwambia vile matokeo yalikuwa. Na naweza kueleza kwa ufupi. Kama matokeo hayakuwa hivyo utaniambia. Ule ambaye ako na uhusiano wa karibu na mtoto atakubalika kukua ama kuchukua kile kinaitwa assumption of parental responsibility. Yule ambaye ni mzazi kibiolojia lakini kwa kule kuwa mzazi wa hapo karibu si yeye, hatapewa hiyo nafasi. Yeye atapewa ile access na atapewa nafasi ya kurebuild relationship, lakini isimconfuse mtoto.
Mtoto alikataa.
Sababu you see at the end of the day biologically kuna hiyo maternal instinct. Kuna watu wengine hawana maternal instinct na hii haizungumziwe kwa mababa. Baba wewe hauna option. Lakini kwa kina dada kuna ile maternal instinct. It's either there or it's not there. Kuna mtu yaweza kuzaa mtoto lakini haoni connection. Kwa hivyo mtoto anamuita auntie ama anamuita mtu mwingine mama. Huyu naye anamuita kwa jina lake na yeye tu yuko sawa. Maternal instinct haiko hapo. Yeye anataka kuendelea na maisha yake. Lakini baba hauna hiyo option. Sasa wakati ambapo huyu mtoto, unajua kila kitu tunaangalia kwa darubini ya nani?
Ya mtoto.
Yes. The perspective and the angle that we are looking at everything is from the child's perspective. Yeye anamjua huyu ndio mama. Nini uzazi? Uzazi ni being present for the child. Uzazi is being available. Uzazi is taking care of the child. That is all that you call parenthood. So if someone has been stepping up and taking all these responsibilities, then this is the parent. Assumption of parental responsibility and assertion of it ikienda through court ama through njia yote nyingine, huyu ambaye ameshughulika kama mama ambaye si kibiolojia mama, huyo ndiye atachukuliwa. Alafu kuna hizo impressionable, kuna ascertainable wishes. Matakwa ya mtoto ni yepi? Yeye mwenyewe akiulizwa ni nani mama, anasema huyu ndio mama. Na huyu anasema atajua huyu ni nani, lakini atajua vizuri kwa
huyo yajua kama huyu ndo alimzaa.
Huyu alimzaa lakini mama ni huyu. Sababu this is the person who's been taking care of me. And the same ukiflip applies to men. The same applies to men 100%. Utapata kuna mtu ambaye ni baba mzazi
na baba mlezi.
Na mtu anamchagua baba mlezi over baba mzazi sababu
baba mlezi
yuko. That's a person who's been present. And that's why you see some other people in certain communities, mtu hata mtoto yuko radhi apewe jina la anko yake sababu huyo anko ndiye amesaidia mama kumlea, ama kama kuna boyfriend wa huyu ndiye anasema mimi huyu ndio baba. Huyu mwingine nimemsikia namjua lakini huyu ndio the person present. So when we talk about provision and maintenance, we are basically talking about the other side of the coin. The other side of the coin is presence, it's upbringing, it is availability for the child, and it is being present in the life of the child.
Okay.
Yes.
I think my take home today is the fact that child support does not necessarily mean money. Presence is so important.
100%.
Yes, and presence also has to be consistent. And also, just because you're providing doesn't mean you can call and say,
nataka
it's my turn.
Pack vitu zote za mtoto na kuja
Nakuja
kumchukua. Naenda wapi?
Una bahati. Imesemwa hapa live. Usikuje kwangu uje uchukue mtoto.
What's the one thing that people should know about people should know when it comes to child support that you would want to leave the listener with?
For child support, what I would say is that to the best of your capability, just be present. And when you're present, everything that you have will flow to the child. Mm-hmm. If you have much, it will flow to the child. If you have a little, it will flow to the child. So look at everything in terms of maintenance and provision from an availability perspective. When you're there, and let's say your capability is this amount, that's what you'll do for your child. But when you want to be from a distance, however much you have, you'll find yourself not prioritizing your child.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. I know we've left a conversation hanging, and that and the conversation we've left hanging is now that we've determined that we're paying child support, and maybe this person has been paying this amount of money, lakini due to circumstances, economic hardships we call them, you find that you cannot sustain whatever amount you're paying. Can you go back to court and adjust that? Like, is there provision for that? We are banking this for next week, Tuesday.